Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Tom the Mystic, and it is time for more Corpse Party Book of Shadows, the spin-off of the original. And the first episode I did of this was almost all just introductions, Seiko and Naomi. I don't know, just sort of introductions, sort of a prologue of the game before the actual shit hits the fan. If this thing runs a bit too long, then I'm probably just going to cut it a lot of it out and just get to the important part, be where the first game sort of starts or lets off or whatever. So I believe I have already read that. Okay, right. I'm gonna try not to laugh at this. Seiko. Oh, that's not just you, Naomi. Also, not just you. Naomi also loves talking about that Satoshi Mochida boy. Whenever he comes up, she just gets so excited. I think she like, Mom, it's nearly a Toshi-seike. She's trying to say that 5 times fast. Sorry, dear. Oh, don't worry. I know all about her feelings towards your beloved Mochida. Naomi may seem like a strong girl, but she's really quite the shy one. In the previous footage was a rather graphic scene of Naomi and Seiko in a bath, so just decided to cut it out because took up, I don't know, maybe 8 minutes or so. Anyway, all that happened was just a bit of bonding and stuff, character introduction, and you noticed a line, a sort of crease or mark on Seiko's neck, maybe a bruise or something, and that I'm guessing is foreshadowing of well, if you've watched the first game, I'm sure you know that she gets hanged at pretty much the very start. So it's a bit of foreshadowing of that. Hopefully this is the last piece of dialogue in this scene, and we can get on to the real game. Oh yeah. Oh, it's supposed to rain all evening, so make sure you both take an umbrella with you. Got it. Hey, thanks for the loaner. Guess he loaned her an umbrella or something. Have fun today, and Shinohara, you better be sure to think about where to go on that date of ours. Oh god damn it, you perverted mother. Yes, mother. She's not your mother, you know. Seiko had woken up ungodly early and pulled my futon away, forcing me up with a chill and a sneeze. And she got a cold or something? We both combed our hair and put on our school uniforms and scarfed down the breakfast my mum had made and flew out of the house. If we didn't hurry, we'd be late for setting up. So here we are in the real game. I think we're aside from the introductions already. Oh, things are looking pretty grand this year too. Yeah, it's really come together. But I forgot, I have to go get the bowls from the prep room. Seiko, you go ahead to class, will you? Roger that. Oh, and I'll take your bag for you. Give it here. Thanks. Running away. It was the end of a culture festival, or Kisaragi Fest. Our school has a whole lot of history to it, and this festival's been part of it for ages. Every student in the junior and senior high alike was busy getting ready for the festivities, which were due to start in about 30 minutes. I wondered if I'd have ever any extra time afterwards to go check out the other classes' projects. We'd previously washed the bowls we were planning to use and laid them out in the home ec prep room with those bowls in our hand. I proceeded towards class 2-9. I climbed the usual staircase and headed towards the usual room, stepping carefully so I wouldn't drop any dishes. The plan this year was to host a red bean soup restaurant. I could smell those sweet red bean paste more and more clearly with every step I took. I'd eaten so much food at breakfast, and here we had even more food rearing its head. But when it comes to sweets, I say bring it on. Morning, everyone. These look like there'll be enough bowls for today, don't you think? Good morning. Oh, sorry. She dies pretty early. Morning. Yeah, that looks like there'll be plenty. Hey. Morning, Kishinuma. Morning, Satoshi. Satoshi's in the frame, right? Oh, there he is. Ah, Naomi. Oh, right, yeah. Since this is based off a bad ending, Satoshi is the only one that remembers what happened at, well, the Corpse Party School, Heavenly Host Elementary in the first place. So he's obviously so worried about the day repeating, and he's, I don't know, he's really concerned right now, I guess. Satoshi seemed a bit out of sorts. He was just staring blankly. Was he still half asleep? It bothered me to see him like that, but I literally had my hands full, so I really couldn't dwell on it. I pushed on into the classroom. If you'll notice, Naomi also mentioned a lot earlier in this game about deja vu. That's from the day repeating, but I couldn't actually see what was in front of my feet, and I admit it was kind of scary. It would be a real challenge not to drop anything. Naomi, good morning. Wow, this is getting cut out. Come on, when do we... This is one damn long prologue. And so began the culture festival. All day we wore the clothes Suzumoto preferred for us. That was the girl in the very left of the frame there with the pink baubles in her hair. Suzumoto prepared for us and served red bean soup to our schoolmates. She had a lot of costume experience, having worked on that side of things in the drama club for quite some time. She even did the sewing herself, putting all practice to the test, and the kimonos she prepared for us were all of exceptional quality. So good, in fact, that it became a centerpiece for us, bringing in students from the junior and senior high divisions alike. It made for a busy day. When we weren't tending to customers, we were chasing after that slacker Kishinuma, who's the blonde guy in the black coat, or we're taking time to check out some of the other class projects. In the end, not only do we have a really fun day, we also wind up being the most popular classroom in the whole festival. All in all, a rousing success. Well, that's good. Finally, the clock struck 6. As our busy day drew to a close, we all stood around talking. We kept saying we should clean up, but that didn't kind of happen. Before I knew it, there were only 7 of us left in the room. Satoshi, the class rep, who's Ayumi, Seiko, Morishige, Kishinuma, Suzumoto, and myself. It seemed everyone else had already gone home. Our homeroom TA, Shido, showed up with Satoshi's little sister in, I don't know. But they were it. We 9 became the de facto cleanup crew. If you don't have a big vocabulary, don't play this game. Finally done. Good work, everyone. The place is looking like a real classroom again. Those dumbasses who went home without helping are sure gonna get a piece of my mind tomorrow, though. Of course they will. Tomorrow, you'll probably be dead. Not much of a class rep if I can't even hold everyone together long enough to clean up after ourselves. Damn right. No, you did manage to keep Kishinuma here, surprisingly. Kishinuma's the guy in the middle who's got a crush on the girl on the right. Yui, Suzumoto, I just wanted to say, it's been really fun having you here these last few months. Yeah, she's about to leave, she's transferring to a new school. Can't tell you how many times your positive energy helped bolster my spirits. Always remember that you're loved and respected. We may not have said much to that effect, but we've all been watching you blossom here. I lent a hand where I could and did my best to help guide you, but ultimately you walked your own path and have become a fine young woman. Wow, that is deep. Miss Healy. It takes a special person to achieve what you've done without even realizing it. It's been an honor to serve as your homeroom TA. I wish you all the best at your new school. Thank you. Unfortunately, this teary farewell brought us all back to reality. During the holidays following the culture festival, Suzumoto was being transferred. As I just said, this was to be her last day at Kisaragi Academy High School. Everyone here loved her, so this was a sad occasion indeed. She was truly a kind person, possessing no ulterior motives and harboring no ill will towards anyone. The thought of her leaving was just plain depressing. Wow. Everyone here is so specific, but time waits for no one, and sadly the time had come to say our goodbyes. As one final hurrah, our occult-obsessed class rep asked us to perform some friendship ritual called the Sachiko Ever After. Ah, finally, we're here. Somehow creepy. Upon mentioning it, she produced a paper doll from her bag. It looked a lot like those proxy dolls you'll sometimes see in Shinto shrines, designed to absorb bad karma in somebody's place. Visually, this whole thing just seemed like the setup for a cursed seance or something. It was kind of scary, and I wasn't the only one who thought so. This is, well, a charm that I found on the internet. If we do it right, then all of us will be together forever. Yes, indeed you will. Forever, no exaggeration, or we'll always be friends anyway. That's the gist of it. Well, aren't you an idiot? Interesting. So how does it work? No, don't do that. Oh, here we go. What did I tell you? Seriously, don't do this. It's dangerous. Our lives are on the line. Satoshi. Oh, wow. That is not the response Satoshi wanted. Don't you think that's going a bit overboard? Hmm? Is everyone just gonna laugh at him? At least Naomi should take him seriously. She's been having deja vu. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious here. Satoshi had always been so easily spooked, and in true form, he was always pleading for his life, though we stop what we were doing. It didn't sound that scary, though. Don't worry, Machida. This isn't my usual creepy fur. I gotta say, it's rare to see you get this worked up. What is Satoshi doing? Like, he shouldn't be begging. He should be grabbing the doll out of his hands and ripping it and just burning it to crisp without saying, Sachiko, we beg of you, or anything. I mean, he's just sitting there asking them not to do it and letting them laugh at him. Anyway, in the end, 8 of us proceeded with the ritual as planned, with Satoshi sat out of the side, tears in his eyes. Oh, at least you should just get the hell out of the school. I mean, come on. Kind of felt bad for him. But this was for Suzumoto. We all wanted to give her the best possible send-off, so all I could really do was silently wonder what had gotten into him. Please, I'm begging you, stop this. Don't go through with it. Why won't anyone listen to me? It's really serious. Like, as serious as I've ever seen him. What is it, Satoshi? What is it that has you so worried? Why are you asking that question into yourself? It's a time loop. This has happened before. All of this, I remember it. And what's coming next is worse than you can possibly imagine. He had to go with the cliche line, didn't they? Sorry, but I'm through trying to convince you. Just be a good boy and wait for us to finish, okay? Ah, time loop? Is he experiencing deja vu like me? Is this some new destiny being born inside of him, like the Krilla's rep had said before? Come to think of it, this does feel a little familiar. This room, this atmosphere, this charm. I obediently dug my nails into the paper doll, but all the while I was frantically foraging through my memories, trying to figure out what I was missing. We're going to pull on it until it rips apart into 9 pieces, okay? On the count of 3. 3 dots and a question mark. With pallid face... Whatever. Satoshi quickly rushed over and grabbed the paper doll himself. He was joining us after all, it seemed. Just grab the thing off him. Everyone else smiled at him as if to say, finally, you've come to your senses. But I was just starting to get a really bad feeling about this. No, there's definitely something wrong here. Ready? 1, 2... And we end the episode here. right where it gets into the real game. I hope you enjoyed episode 2 of Corpse Party Book of Shadows. I will see you in episode 3 whenever I make it. It might be, I don't know, the episode after next. But anyway, I will see you when I make it. Bye! Also, thank you so much for all the support lately, and I will see you in the next video.